So while we decided to go ahead and replace a bunch of other goofy stuff on this car, because it's like, you know, I'm already there, might as well. I finally got everything running on the oneer, and it's getting to a pretty good spot. So we've got the new rotors sitting on there. Those things look nice as hell. I mean, I really do like that, and hopefully that'll help with the really shitty braking I've got going on. I've also put some upgraded pads, so, you know, got that taken care of. And then decided I might as well go ahead and mess with the fuel pump too, because even though the car is finally running and I've gotten rid of all issues, everything was going fine, and as I drove it down the road, out of nowhere, it started doing that sputter again. But I know exactly what it is, because everything around here has been replaced. So everything pretty much is pointing to it's going to be the high pressure fuel pump. But if you guys take a look at this, and maybe you can see it from here, I hope you guys can, check this out. This is hanging down, and I don't think it's supposed to be. And if let's see, oh, that is not supposed to be moving at all. What the, and fuck, there we go. Holy shit. I guess this is it. I think this will fix our issue, and man, I hope so, because I'm tired of putting everything back together and taking it apart. But if this fixes it, this is going to be awesome, because all I want to do is drive this damn thing. I love this car. It's not where I want it to be yet, but it is so close. We've got pretty much all the engine shit done. The only thing I could do at this point is essentially big turbo, which is probably the next thing, the billet manifold intake, which should be here in hopefully a few weeks. But other than that, the car is ready. I'm not going to touch the exterior of the car. I'm not going to touch the wheels or any of that until I can at least drive this car comfortably for at least 3 months. I don't want to keep dumping money into stuff and still have motor issues. I'd rather have the motor issues rectified than have fun on the exterior. So another issue that hopefully we'll be able to have fixed at that point once this is done, this car will essentially have almost like a new motor, because everything has essentially been replaced on it that needs to be replaced. And even if it hasn't needed to be replaced, I was there, so, you know, might as well. Hopefully that fixes the issue, and I'm really thinking it will. So that sucked, but it actually was not as bad as I thought it would be. But we finally got this HPFP off without removing the intake manifold, and I assumed it was going to take way longer. If I'm being honest, the part that took the longest was this third bolt on the end. It freaking sucked. I couldn't reach it with any of the tools I had, so I was just spinning it by hand, but I got it off, and that's really it. I want to say this took me maybe 30 minutes, and I was expecting this to take like more like 3-4 hours. The fact that I got this done as quick as I did, and I was avoiding this because I knew it was going to suck, I'm actually not that worried about it. I feel like this was easier to do than removing the manifold. The manifold takes like 30 minutes now that I've gotten really good at it. Maybe even if that, probably more like 15 or 20. This being so new, I wasn't quite sure if I would want to do it or mess with it or not. I mean, I was going to anyway, but I mean, it was a lot easier than I thought it would be, so yeah. But this was completely loose, and that explains why I would have complete pressure, and then out of nowhere I'd have zero pressure. So this pump might actually still be good. I'm gonna see how to fix that to have this as a backup in the future, because it looks like it just slides in, but it's held in with a really strong adhesive, and I'll fix that. Because, you know, if the part's good and just something small messed up on it, it's not something that can't be fixed. But in the meantime, we have a new one here. Fingers crossed if this works.
The test determined that was a lie.
So I put the new piece on, and it did help. For some reason, drivability does seem quite a bit better. Throttle seems a little bit quicker. I don't know if it really affects it or not, but it definitely feels better. Maybe it's just a placebo because I'm so tired of fixing issues on this thing. But that didn't fix the issue, which I kind of had a feeling it probably wouldn't. But hey, it helps for down the road since I'm going to be upgrading everything. It'll be done, so there's literally zero left for me to touch, which is awesome. So in the meantime, I went ahead and ordered, boom, the fuel regulator, which we've got sitting here. So we are going to finally get this bad boy installed. Hopefully this fixes our issue. I've got a really good idea that it probably will, because, you know, what is it, $3,000 later, the one thing I should have fixed that I was avoiding is this $160 regulator, and I've spent a little over $3,000 over it just trying to fix problems. So I will low-key be a little bit pissed off if it fixes it, but at the same time I will obviously be relieved because I can finally drive this dang thing. So we'll get this installed, then we will take this thing for a test drive and see if it finally fixes our issues, so we can get to spending the real money in a single turbo for this thing, and also a single turbo for that bad boy. Because as all the statistics show, you guys care about this thing more than anything. But again, this thing costs a shit ton more to do anything too. So Single turbo on this to make this get somewhere around 650, 700 wheel. I'm going to keep it around 600 because I want this to be reliable and fun. It's like 12 grand for a single turbo on here. And the one I want, I don't want the Speed Techs. I don't like the Speed Tech. I don't like the way it sounds. I don't like the way it looks. I don't want to have to hack up my nice carbon fiber sway bar just because, you know, to have a turbo when I can do the Vargas. That sounds the best I have absolutely ever heard. And it's plug and play. I mean, it gets no better than that. Let's get back to the fuel regulator. So we finally got this little asshole out. This sucked, I'm not gonna lie. This really sucks. From the odd fitment to how they've got it set up, it's just really hard to pull it out there without feeling like you're breaking anything. And I pray, let's pray guys, this fixes the issue.
Jesus, take the wheel. Got it!
So we can finally start with the big boy mods and getting the exterior 1M conversion started, because I don't want to do any of that until, you know, we've got all the main issues resolved. So let's keep moving forward. Finally got this shit done. Yes, I'm sweating bullets because I've never had to sit like I'm 3 foot tall. I've got back problems now and it hurts. It sucked so bad, but I got it. It is done. Hopefully we can crank up the car soon, see if this actually works and fixes the problem. I have a feeling it will, but you never know with this car, so let's see. Got it mostly in there, almost where we need to be. This sucks, guys. If you ever have to do it, make sure you just do everything together. The fuel pump and this, because not that it's hard or anything, it's just, it's a really cramped space and there's almost zero room to do anything. And this will not budge. So I finally decided, fuck it, I'm just gonna throw WD-40 on this damn thing. Finally got it to freaking budge. I kid you not, this massive ass 3/8 wrench I've got did nothing. I had to get the breaker bar. Fortunately worked, and now this is finally budging. So if you guys end up ever having to do this, just as you can see, it's still tough, but the WD-40, without the WD-40, I don't think I would have gotten this. I think I would have broken something before I actually got to where I needed it. All right, so we've got the whole fuel pump or fuel regulator installed, and we are going to give this thing its first test drive and see if hopefully this shit works, because I am so tired of messing with it. I've replaced just about everything that can be or needs to be replaced on this car. Guess the good news is, well, I don't have to upgrade anything else because I've upgraded everything. So I should be ready for that big single turbo here. I think the only thing I'd be missing is the port injection, which is, of course, you know, heavily recommended. But I hope this works. That sound never gets old. First off, and right off the bat, the idle is immediately better. Or it was like a really slow, like, now it doesn't seem to rock at all. So maybe that's a good sign. I would assume so. And of course, I know I probably don't look the greatest, guys. Like I mentioned before, I had COVID and I'm recovering from it and I'm barely getting sleep. So yeah, I'm exhausted, but cars are life.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
I've just been really worn out working on this damn car because I didn't expect it to need this much love. I really hope this fixes it because, I'm not gonna lie, it's starting to get to the point where I'm like, if I can't get this thing fixed sooner or later and I keep dumping money in it, I'm just gonna fucking VA swap this.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for!
But we're gonna give it a little quick hit, not a hardcore one because it's only at like 207 right now and I would like it to be at 230 as far as oil temps go, but
oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
Normally when I give it about 70% throttle, it immediately starts to definitely feel the fuel cutting out, and it didn't do that. No longer struggling at all. I'm really hoping this works, and so far we're gonna give it a slightly harder hit. I'm gonna put it in manual. All right, I'm not gonna go in sport yet because it's not really warmed up. Ooh, I hope you can hear that turbo. Probably not, but the spool is really loud. All right, we're in 4th gear. Let's see. Jeez, that sounds so good. Here we go. Oh God, please let this have fixed the car. Okay, so that is the first time I have been able to full throttle the car. I pushed it all the way down from a high gear. Not too high, I was in 4th, and no issues. Actually, the car's never pulled like that since I've had it. Okay, so far so good. Here we go, guys. I'm gonna give it the full beans. and hopefully this fixes it. So let's see if it works. Yes! Let's go!
So good, it is so good.
Okay, I have not been able to do that in this car since I had the damn thing. Holy crap. This little thing's a missile. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna jinx it and say that it's fixed, but that's two pretty good hits. That one was a full wide open throttle. My heart was beating so fast, I'm not gonna lie. I was on the fence thinking, man, this shit can most likely pop at any moment. I don't know if you guys can see that, my hands are shaking. I wasn't sure what was gonna happen. I'm gonna do one more hit. If it does the third hit, full wide open throttle hit with zero issues, I think we'll be able to actually go full send on this car like I've been waiting. Now, obviously, this isn't as fast as my M3, but this car is so small and it's so raw, it feels like it's just as fast, if not faster. Now, obviously, it's not. It's not even close. I'm sure if I lined both my cars up, this would get absolutely shit on. It feels so fast and it's so fun, despite all the little shortcomings that this car has. Because again, it's not an M car, but it's a extremely good value with a shit ton of potential and a great motor if you're willing to put the love and patience in it. This thing freaking boogies. I think I fixed all the problems it had until something new pops up. But for now, the biggest issue, really the only issue I've had with the car is the stutter. And I think, like I said in other videos, like idiots, we all will do all the other things that probably don't fix the issue. And like I figured, the least expensive part, the freaking fuel regulator, was the cause of all of my issues. $160 part was the cause of all my issues. And here we are. I've dumped well over, I don't know, maybe $3 grand in parts. And again, did I need all the heavily upgraded parts? Probably not.
No, you didn't, Bill.
And if any of my videos up to this point, if you guys have been watching them all, is any indication, you don't have to be a freaking master technician or someone that works on cars all day, every day. Just be willing to have a little bit of patience and give the car some love, and you can get just about anything working. What's even better about the whole thing is you save so much money doing this stuff. And I know I have an M3 and all this other bullshit, but at the end of the day, I'm not made of money. And the more money I can save and the more time I get to spend knowing I did something myself, it gives me a reassurance that if something does go wrong, I can fix it myself down the road. And you know, if I can't, well, hey, that's what you've got, you know, your high-end tuners for and all that shit. But for the most part, most issues you can do yourself. Just, you know, grow some balls. It's not hard. Now that this is fixed, guys, oh, such a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Y'all may not see it right now. I think this car here is going to be way better than the M3. I think it's going to be more fun to drive. I won't say more reliable, not that this isn't unreliable, but again, I mean, you know, 15-year-old car, N55 motor versus an S55. The S55 wins all day, every day. But I think this is a good car that I'm gonna probably drive it 10 times more than the M3. I'm going to take it to track fence because of course it's a lot less expensive and I can do repairs and swap things out on the go much quicker on this car than I can the M3. And overall, I think this is just gonna be a funner car to whip around because it's tiny. So again, this is coming from someone who hated BMWs. I never wanted a BMW. And here I am with two of them, and then I've got one that's not really known as being the most reliable as a freaking project car. So if that's any indicator of how special these cars are, let that be a lesson to you. But thanks again, like and subscribe, and y'all take care. Bye-bye.